How's it going, you lovelies? I'm Brandon.
I'm Gwen.
And welcome back to Broken Hearted Cast, where we talk about life, the universe, and everything in between. Wow, we haven't said that in a long time.
Yeah. Also, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all you lovelies out there, and all you lovely families. So what are we going to talk about today? Are we going to talk about Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I like
it
every
is
single
just
time.
titled Thanksgiving podcast.
I like how
so.
every single time, like, when I ask you, like, hey, what are we going to talk about? You give me, like, the weirdest look, like,
Because,
boy.
like, it doesn't sound that great when you ask, like, what we're talking about. It makes it seem like you don't know. It's like, you know exactly. Because I do all the other work. It feels more appropriate for you to, like, introduce everything.
Well, I like to approach it like how I approach everything is by Phineas and Ferb and be like, hey Ferb, what are we doing today? Or in this case, hey Gwen, what are we doing today?
Oh, I don't like that. That's something I'm not thankful for today.
You know, they just do the scientific method in every single episode of Phineas and Ferb. You know...
This is not a Phineas and Ferb podcast. If you want to do a Phineas and Ferb podcast, you can do that, Brandon.
I will. I'm going to binge watch the whole entire
Can we start over? This has been bad.
No, let's keep going.
Well, I figured I'd give, like, man, this is terrible. You ruined just about every, like, one of the more serious, like, more, like, heartwarming, less, like, goof off podcasts I try to do. Yeah, every time I try to put one together, you're just like, I'm going to ruin it.
But
whether it be a 20-minute long Sean Bean bit, that is more like, no, it was very long. It was like half the episode.
anyways, so we're going to talk about the brief history of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm going to read to you guys a brief history of Thanksgiving.
And thank you, a History Channel.
Yeah, thanks, History Channel. I'll try and remember to put the links in this time. I'm going to go back to the other podcasts and put links into the description like I promised and never did.
Yeah.
So, Thanksgiving is a national holiday here in the United States. For any of you guys that didn't know that, it started in... Well, the national holiday part didn't start in the 1600s. It actually started in the Civil War, but I'll get to that in a moment. So we celebrate it based off of the events in 1621, when the Plymouth colonists and the, I'm gonna butcher this name, the Wampanoag Indians? Okay, yeah, sorry if I butchered that. I am so sorry. Shared an autumn harvest that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations in the colonies. And then for more than 2 centuries, the days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. And it wasn't until 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, that President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed it a national holiday and to be held each November.
Huh.
Yeah.
See, I always thought it started off on, like, ever since the 1600s.
No, like, it was kind of, like, informally celebrated.
Yeah, but then...
It was informally celebrated until the president decided to...
Be like, yeah, no, this is a holiday.
This is really important. We kind of need to remember this day.
Yeah. So we can actually be kind to one another instead of...
Yeah. So,
It's like the American version of Christmas.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not like Christmas at all. They're kind of similar, but... a lot of people are actually very against celebrating Thanksgiving because they think it's, like, racist towards Native Americans and things like that. I've heard a lot of people spew, like, a lot of hate towards Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I feel like the meaning of it has changed since it was first celebrated. Yeah. I think in some ways, yeah, we're still celebrating that unity of these two groups of people actually sitting down and, like, eating together. I know there's a lot of theories that it was not as beautiful and loving and heartwarming as we like to imagine it was. But, yeah, I really do think that over the years it has not lost its true meaning, but, like,
metaphor.
It's smooth. Yeah, it's shifted and changed a little bit and like gained new meaning. What do you think Thanksgiving means to us now in days?
Nowadays,
Like, what does it mean to you?
let me go on the broad sense, and then I want to bring it back.
Okay.
Okay. So in the broad sense, I feel like that it's like what I just said about being kind to one another and being thankful for the time that we have here on Earth and the time that we get to celebrate with family. And even though, like, even with people that we don't really know, at least, no matter who it is, actually invite them into your house for just that one day and just share a meal with them, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, nowadays, Thanksgiving, in a way, still has this traditional meaning of, like, being thankful for what you have.
Yeah.
And what I hate is how nobody, from what I've seen, nobody really celebrates Thanksgiving anymore. Everyone can't wait until Black Friday. Everyone just kind of has that greedy, oh, I need this, I want that, I need to get more stuff, I need to get all this stuff on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting down and for one day being thankful for what they have. Not what they're going to get, not what they need to get or what they want to get, but what they have.
See, that's the...
And nobody does that anymore.
No.
All the talk is about, and all the celebration is about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And it's just really discouraging to me, because Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was always the holiday that, hey, this is when everyone truly is not greedy. Because Christmas very quickly made people very greedy of, oh, like, let's just forget about all the other, like, religious meanings behind it, and the whole season in December, holiday season December. Let's forget about all the religious stuff and just focus on getting what we want.
Yeah.
And doing what we want. You know, and to me, like, Thanksgiving was always, like, a time to sit down. You don't get presents, so, you know, there's no way to be greedy on Thanksgiving, but everyone's just kind of forgot about Thanksgiving. And, you know, nobody's really thankful for what they have.
Even in stores, they don't really give out different decor for Thanksgiving anymore.
Yeah, there's really, like, they go straight from Halloween to Christmas.
Yeah, like...
And it's very sad and discouraging, and I wish more people would be able to just sit down and spend the entire day just with their family or even by themselves and just, like, acknowledging everything they have and being thankful that they have it and understanding that it could be a whole lot worse off for them. Yeah. But, you know, like, I like that the whole day has kind of in a way kept its true meaning to me, and where it's a day to sit down and reflect on basically how your life could be worse.
Yeah.
How you're a lot more blessed with everything you have than a lot of people out in the world.
In that case, sorry, I'm just going to put in this little bit. In that case, wouldn't the movie Us be a Thanksgiving movie?
What do you mean?
Like, because in the movie Us, they see the duplicates, and they see, like, what could have been worse.
No, I wouldn't say it's a Thanksgiving movie, but it's too horror genre to be a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Well, people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
To me, sadly anymore, a more Christmas movie would be something like, even though it takes place during the Christmas season, a more Thanksgiving movie would be like It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Because it's about, if you've never heard the plot of it, which is impossible, because it's way past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
On spoilers. You know, this guy basically tries killing himself because he thinks that he has ruined everyone's lives that he's ever been in, including his own, like, wife and families. And so he tries killing himself, and an angel basically saves his life and is like, I'm going to show you how everyone's lives would have been if you had never existed. And everyone's lives are way worse. And basically this guy was thinking too much in the negative and not thinking, well, even though I may have... Didn't he lose his job?
I think
or
so.
he was like about to lose his job, or the company was about to go bankrupt because of him. Even though he did something wrong and did something bad, at least he had a family to go home to on Christmas. At least he had, like he wasn't thinking about the positives. He was all thinking about, oh, the horrible things I've done, and it,
Yeah. I try watching the movie every single Christmas.
yeah. So like you said, Christmas and Thanksgiving do kind of have a lot of things in common. They're both about, reflection and being thankful for what you have and giving thanks and spreading positivity.
With Christmas, it's more of the religious aspect, and with Thanksgiving, it's more of the self and family.
You can make it, if you want to, you can make it religious.
Yeah.
My family has tried to make it religious.
Yeah. My family...
A few times. But.
Yeah. We do the prayer, and that's about it.
Oh. Yeah, no, my family likes to go a little bit more than just the prayer.
Yeah. Which I enjoy doing that with your family.
1 year at my family get-together Thanksgiving, we... I think I remember this. My aunt had us each take something out of a basket and hold it, and then as the basket went around table, we put it back in the basket and we said something we were thankful for, and we did that before we ate.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's really cool. That's really nice. So it makes you actually have to take that time instead of you being gluttonous and thinking, I can't wait to eat. You're like, oh, this is getting a little bit too far into our next topics, but that's just
before we go
peek.
any farther,
Well, hold on, but it's just that time of reflection.
Yeah.
And it makes you have to reflect and be thankful.
Yeah.
Of course, some of the more hungry people would always say, I'm thankful for the food today.
Yes.
Because they are very hungry.
As my sister always says every single year. Even though we all know that is a joke, and she keeps saying it. She keeps saying it's not a joke, but we know.
Oh, I'm thinking it's not a joke, Brandon.
Sure.
I'm thinking she's very thankful for that food.
Anyways, so that was a little sneak peek about what to come. Real quick, we're going to take a little ad break, and then we're going to come back and talk about our Thanksgiving traditions.
And what we're thankful for.
Yeah. So, BRB, take it away, me. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, lovelies. I'm going to have the quick shout out to Alice Brown, saying that I feel bad that these don't get more views to the pumpkin carving. The only way we can get more views and spread the good word about us is to keep sharing and keep doing what you're doing, liking, commenting, sharing, post it to your friends, showing it to your family, and that's the only way we can get out. But if you want to be thankful for something else, if you don't want to donate, please donate to a certain charity of your liking. Do your research, do everything that you possibly can to do anything to help other people during this time of season, whether it be Thanksgiving that we're talking about in this episode, or even Christmas, and we're going to push that heavily again whenever it gets more in time with Christmas. And if you don't have anything to donate to, if you don't feel like donating to a charity, we're always available. The PayPal is always down in the description below. We'll even take a quarter to $1, just so you can say, yeah, I donated this year. Just so you can rub it into your family or rub it into your friends' faces, like, yeah, I did a thing this year. Yeah, it might have been for a YouTube channel that I watch, but hey, I did it. So, I am thankful for actually for doing what I would love to do, and it's just giving love out to you lovelies between the Star Wars and Pokemon Soul that's going to go out here next week and every single Monday here recently, and actually spending my time with Gwen, because this is our 1 year anniversary coming up. So, if you actually have somebody that you're thankful for, leave it down in the comments below, or if you just let me know what you are thankful for in this episode, and just leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, let's get back into our Thanksgiving traditions, because ooh, I have some good ones. Alright, bringing it back to you guys now. Wait, that would just be me and Gwen. Yeah, bring it back to you. guys. Alright. Happy Thanksgiving.
And we're back.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful ad break.
Oh, thank you. Even though I just did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't just do it. I don't do it while we're recording this episode. My secret has been revealed.
So, what are some Thanksgiving traditions your family has?
Oh, just because you heard me do the ad doesn't mean... No, we used to go up to Chicago every single year, really early in the morning to watch the parade up there.
Yeah, I remember this year your sister came over like sometime in October and was like, hey, do you want to like, I'm thinking about taking a trip to Chicago for Thanksgiving. You want to come? And you were just like...
Yeah?
You were just like, well, we're thinking about doing Thanksgiving here, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be having Thanksgiving at Gwen's. I don't know how that's gonna work. And it's like, well... That sounds interesting.
Yeah, the back parade. Yeah, I didn't know it was about me. Because whenever I was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see the marching band.
Hush. But yeah, yeah, I was just kind of like taken aback, like, going to Chicago? Why would you do that? And you like later told me that you guys used to do that as kids. Like, your parents would take you up there and you'd go and see
the balloons and the parade.
I've never seen the Chicago parade. I've always watched the
dude, you're missing out. I like the Chicago one a bit better than New York. Not just because I went there always as a kid.
I think it's because you're a little bit biased.
Anyway, the other traditions that I have are just sitting down eating dinner, and then we just all... After we eat dinner, we spend a couple hours just talking to each other, and then we go out to Walmart and go Black Friday shopping.
You don't know, this is like a funny thing. My friend was also dating somebody from Dayton area, and or is still, she's actually engaged to him now. Congratulations, you guys. But
yeah, didn't know that you were gonna get shouted out in this.
Haha, I got you. But yeah, they're very happy together and adorable. But I showed her fiance a meme about how like people who live out in the country's most exotic like events to go to is going to the Walmart parking lot at 3 a.m. and eating Cheetos from a bag or something like cringy like that. And he laughed so hard at it, and he's like, you don't understand because you're from Columbus, but like us Dayton people, like
us Dayton people,
like we do that like in like the suburbs of Dayton and all that. Like, yep, that's the only thing you can do. And I'm just like, what is going? Because like you laughed really hard at it and he laughed really hard at it. I was like, what is going on?
But now that
you guys were like bonding over this stupid joke I found on the internet.
Yeah, but now that you've been
it's sad. Like, we'll need to get supplies for the office, and we don't like going when Walmart's really busy, so we'll go at like midnight or
really
later.
Introverted people.
Yeah, and we became friends with one of the night shift ladies at Walmart. She's super sweet, but she always helps me out because sometimes my legs don't work right and I have to use a scooter. Yeah, but like we'll go there and there will be like these overcompensating giant pickup trucks with like lights all over the place, and like there are these teenagers, literally just like dozens of teenagers at like 3 a.m. because they can't go drink, they go to Walmart and they shoplift. And I'm just like, what? Like, we watched a couple people shoplifting before, like a couple groups of like high schoolers. Yeah. It's pretty sad.
I've seen a kid shoplift at the dollar store near my house.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
When you have so little money that you just go to the dollar store to shoplift.
Yeah, we was checking out, and this little kid that was wearing a mask, and he just walked right out, and the person at the dollar store was just like, did he just shoplift? And she ran out to him. Jeez.
Yeah, but that's not, you know. Yeah, I just thought it was funny. Instead of you being like, yeah, we're gonna go to the mall and go to Black Friday shopping, we're gonna go like to Kohl's, which is literally in the same complex as Walmart.
Everyone's
You're just like, we're going to Walmart. It's like, that's the most country, like, hick thing to say, is like, Kohl's is literally like a 1 minute walk away from Walmart.
Yeah, but they don't have like
2 stores away.
Like game stations that I want to buy.
GameStop is in between Kohl's and Walmart.
We'll stop at GameStop. You don't.
On your way to Kohl's?
Yeah, on our way to Kohl's on Thanksgiving night or Black Friday. We'll go.
Kohl's has some nice stuff.
I know.
Like,
they
that's
do.
not clothing. Have you been to like their like toy section?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some nice stuff you can get.
I haven't been there in a while, but
I eat grass. But yeah, my Thanksgiving traditions always been. So for your, hold on, quick question. So I know I've already asked you this, but just for the lovelies, when you get together on Thanksgiving, like, that's your extended family. That's not just your parents and you. Yeah. On Thanksgiving is usually like your extended family. Now, because you're like, I know your family is a little split up. I know last year you had 2 Thanksgiving celebrations you went to, and one was one side of the family and one was the other side of the family. Correct? I was a little confused with that because I know you had a celebration on Thanksgiving with like your dad and like his giant country West Virginian family.
Yeah. And
then you were like, yeah, I'm going to my mom's, like, get together with her Western Ohio family, get together.
No. What happened was, that was my stepmom's family.
Oh, okay. You told me. I was confused.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't, like, really, like, met in person, talked yet at that point, so.
Yeah.
We were just texting, so I didn't know the whole dynamic of everything. But yeah, but basically, you in general, you have like your main, like, both parent extended family.
Yes.
It's not just you, your parents and sister.
Yeah.
And whoever has a significant other comes over.
Yeah.
It's like extended family on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
My family usually does not do that. Because my family has always been split up in, like, a straight line across Ohio, where on the, like, eastern-ish side is, like, my aunt and uncle. Then we're Columbus. And then up in, like, the, Marion area is my other aunt and uncle. And so, like, you know, straight, like, we got, like, Western Ohio, Eastern Ohio, and Central Ohio right there. So it's like a straight line through Ohio for my family. So what we would usually do, because like everybody lived like 45 minutes to an hour away from us, is, except for one of my uncles, he lived usually in Columbus.
Yeah.
So sometimes he would come over on Thanksgiving Day and eat with us, but sometimes he wouldn't. It was give or take, you know. If he had a friend that invited him over somewhere, he would go there.
Yeah.
Or he'd go to one of my other extended family members.
My Sorry, there's like a really like pure thing, like Thanksgiving tradition and holiday tradition that I just thought about. My stepmom's mom, my step-grandma, she had a significant other which recently passed away. But every single holiday, no matter what it was, he would always bring the same pie, the same turtle pie. Not the same pie every single time, but
I was about to say, that must have been a very big pie that did not taste very good. No. Very stale.
He always bought the same pie and always brought it over and just had the biggest smile on his face.
That's very pure.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen that. Man, he was a sweet guy.
That's why I always forced, like, that's why this year...
You're like, you guys are buying this pie. You're going to track down where he got that pie, and you're going to get it.
Yeah, because we always are going to have it, no matter what.
You guys are going to get the investigational skills of Rick from the second episode. Was that the second episode?
Yeah, it was
the second episode of the most recent season of Rick and Morty.
Season 4.
You guys are going to get that kind of investigational skills, and you're going to find that pie.
Like, who crafted my toilet?
Stop. Okay.
That person.
Backing off. But yeah, my Thanksgiving traditions, I've always tried to get up early on Thanksgiving and watch. I like sleeping in. I like sleep, so I don't usually get up early, but I'll get up early on Thanksgiving to watch the parade. And then there's always like, I think it's either CBS and one of the local channels always would do a dog show like after the parade, like a live dog show. So I'd always like watch that after because adorable puppies running and doing cool things and then getting treats for it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If it was a cat show, it would have been way better though, in my personal
wow.
opinion. But yeah, I'd always try and get up super early so I could watch the Thanksgiving Day parade on TV. And then sometimes I'd go like back to bed because, and here's why sometimes I'd go back to bed. Your family, this is what I don't understand. It's called Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yes.
Why does everybody eat it at lunchtime? Like at noon? Some people eat it at like 11 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Is this dinner for breakfast? Because it's still a.m. The clock still says a.m. We shouldn't be having something called dinner now. Unless you work like the night shift and your breakfast is when everybody else's dinner is. No. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it feels like in my entire lifetime, it used to be Thanksgiving dinner was at a normal dinner time when I was a really little kid. Like, around between, like, 4, like, old people dinner time, 4 and 6. Yeah. My family always did it around that time or a little bit later. And then as I got older, through the years, it became, like, okay, instead of 4 to 6, it's, like, 3 to 5. And then it went, like, 2 to 4. And I was kind of like, hold up, what's going on here? Are you guys, does everybody have, like Jack's disease? Or something? Or, like, am I getting them mixed up?
No,
I said the right thing, right? And not Benjamin Button's disease or whatever. Did I get them mixed up?
I'm not gonna, like, talk about the different diseases.
It's just, like, is everyone aging backwards? Like, is everyone, like, hyper aging? Like, did everybody turn 80 this year? Because we're all having dinner at 3, and that's not nice. And then it turned into, like, over, like last year or the year before, I was watching the parade, and, like, the newscasters were like, yeah, it's 10 in the morning, and I got up super early, like, at 6, and I put everything in the oven, and I know, like, slow cooking, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We'll start slow cooking our food around 10 in the morning. It'll be done by, like, 8. At night. That's still like within dinner time. It's not like super late, but it's just kind of like, why is everybody like, they're obsessed with eating? And I think that kind of falls into the Black Friday thing of everybody, like, the stores every single year since I was it used to be everything opens at midnight, on Friday.
Yeah. So
people would still eat at a reasonable time.
Everyone turns into Gollum.
But I think it started, I don't know which store, I don't know which store it was that started it, but I think one year...
It's like Walmart.
No, it wasn't. It was like one of the anchor, like, mall stores, like Kohl's or Penny's or something like that was like, we're gonna open at 11 on Thanksgiving. And every other store was just like, well, we're gonna do that too. And now stores are like, we're opening at 5 on Thanksgiving, and it's like, you just took away, like, GameStop is like 4 or 5 on Thanksgiving, and I'm just like, you took away some all of you people who are going at 4 or 5 to GameStop, I just want you to know that you took away that GameStop employees' Thanksgiving. Like, you took away their turkey time, and if they are grumpy with you, if you are upset because the GameStop employee is upset with you or grumpy, give them a break, because they sacrificed their Thanksgiving to sell you Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, calm down. Honestly, or Death Stranding. Oh, you pre-ordered Death Stranding for Black Friday? Good for you, buddy. I gave up Thanksgiving for this.
Some of the GameStop people at Troy,
they just act like that year round.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like, good for you, buddy. And it's like, what did I take from you? Who hurt you?
They have, like, some people...
Who took something from you that have made you so better in life? Oh, but yeah, back to my traditions.
There's some good people that I love talking to and stuff at the Troy GameStop. And if I know their names, I would definitely shout them out. But I can't.
Or you could, I don't know, just do the survey at the end of the receipt and get them a promotion so they don't get fired.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Next time.
And then you would know their name. It's on their survey. But yeah, my Thanksgiving traditions is just like, but back to the whole point of like eating so early is I think it is because people are like, oh, well, we can't eat at 5 because that's when all the stores open. Yeah. And if we're going to camp outside of stores, we have to start camping out at 3, 2 hours early.
I always like going to the stores like an hour or 2 after they open.
Yeah, you wait a couple hours because you want that horde to like
die down a little bit.
Deplenish a bit so that it's like an average day at Walmart or like an average Saturday at Walmart.
No, the people are
kind of busy, but like it's not packed.
Like Kroger the other day, like the day before Thanksgiving, a couple days before Thanksgiving, type packed. It was packed whenever I went there last, in the stand.
Yeah.
I had some guy on a phone. Literally, this is what happened. I was packing everything in my trunk, and I was listening to my music because I'm so introverted and like I can't handle people talking. Like, especially when I'm talking, like walking the store, I can't do that. I have to listen to something. And so I'm listening to my music. I'm looking down, like pushing the cart back into like a little corral in the parking lot. I had this guy wave his hand at me like, hey, come here, I need that cart. But he didn't talk. He was just like waving while he's talking on the phone.
Probably because he saw your headphones in, because he has superhuman vision or something.
I was looking down. I couldn't see him. I had to look up and be like, oh, there's somebody coming. I was
hoping that, like, he was hoping you'd see him, probably.
Yeah, but I know he was going to give me a dirty look if I want to push him in the crowd.
I don't go out on Black Friday. I stay at home, and I put in a nice audiobook, and I cuddle up in bed with a blanket, and I play my Sudoku book. And it is the best day of the year. For me. I hate Black Friday.
I always just...
Becca, my friend, and like her friends would always, and her parents like would always go out Black Friday shopping, and we had a lock-in, like an all-nighter at my church on Black Friday night.
Oh.
And so like...
Oh, no.
Yeah, so like she was pretty good, but her friend had like, she stayed up all night. Like, she had been up for almost a full 24 hours. And so she went into one of the rooms, one of the main rooms where all the snacks were, flopped onto the couch, and then got very upset if anyone came in the room and woke her up. And it's like, you chose to come here. You could have just not come and stayed at your house and slept.
Yeah, but...
Or you could have, I don't know, not tortured yourself and stayed in on Black Friday.
Yeah.
It's so much nicer. But yeah, like, because my family sticks with eating at a reasonable dinner time, or not, we eat very late sometimes because we don't understand how long okay, we tried eating early at Thanksgiving last year, but we did a pot roast and we didn't realize how long it was actually going to take to cook it. Yeah, it did not want to cook correctly. It didn't cook. It should have been done by like 6. It was done by almost midnight. It took like 4 to 6 extra hours to cook because something went wrong. I think my sister put like the wrong temperature on, or she put it on later than she claimed she put it on, or something went wrong and the meat wasn't cooked, so we had to leave it in.
Anyways, let's just move on, please. I have no question for this week.
So yeah, well, I can ask a question.
Okay.
So yeah, with my Thanksgiving like traditions is we do like my parents, me and my sister, and sometimes my uncle at Thanksgiving. And maybe if like my family has a friend who has nowhere to go, we'll invite them to come over. But usually that doesn't happen. Usually we, like my church is very open to like, if you have nowhere to go Thanksgiving, we'll find somebody to take you in and like feed you.
Yeah.
Like they're really good about like calling the right people, getting people food, getting people warm, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then usually like either on Black Friday or like the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we'll go to one of my aunt and uncle's houses, or we'll stay at my house, and we'll invite like my extended mom's family over, because because my dad's family's all the way over on the West Coast, and that would mean plane tickets and expensive hotels and all that stuff, and no, that's not gonna happen. So, yeah, we do mine a little bit differently. I kind of like how we do mine because it keeps on Thanksgiving Day very calm and like easy to like reflect and things like that. And then we have more of a party where like we'll all eat together, but then we'll all kind of split up and do our own things later on in the day on like when my whole family gets together. Your family kind of just like wants to get everyone together all at once on the same day, and it kind of goes chaos.
Yeah.
I learned that trying to host it here at the studio this year. It's all going to chaos, and I'm hoping I can help put it back together. But yeah, so on from our Thanksgiving traditions, which that's something you guys can comment below, is what some of your Thanksgiving traditions are.
Yeah. Are you like Gwen and you stay in the entire day, or if you...
I'll go on a walk.
Yeah.
I'm not a shut-in.
Well,
Okay, I kind of am a shut-in.
Yeah.
You don't understand, like, autumn and sometimes spring, autumn and winter are the only times I can go outside and not have my body fall apart.
Yeah.
Because I'm so pale and allergic to everything. Everything's dead, so, including the sun, so I'm safe and free, and it's the best time of year.
Yeah, or you're like me, and you go and watch a parade, and then you go and have dinner, and then after dinner, you go and Black Friday shopping.
Yeah. You're forcing me to go Black Friday shopping this year, and I'm not appreciating it.
Yeah, which I'm gonna give you my Beats headphones.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you thankful for this year? This is becoming an episode of Wholesome. McElroy's. We're just talking about good things now. What you better be thankful for something, bud.
No, Griffin.
Stop. What are you thankful for this year?
I am thankful for you.
Aw.
I'm not just saying that. I'm actually meaning it. Like, I'm thankful for you because, again, this is close to our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So I am thankful for you, and I'm thankful for everything that you've done for me, because I was a wreck.
I didn't know you were. I don't even know now that you were a wreck before we started dating.
But besides that, I'm thankful for the channel. I'm thankful for everything that we are doing right now. And I'm thankful for everything that we've done. And I'm thankful for all the lovelies. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for actually going and doing stuff, even though a lot of people tell me that you can't possibly do this.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thankful for the ability that I have and the drive that I have to actually do stuff that people would say will be impossible for people like me to do.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's some good stuff to be thankful for.
Yeah. I don't like to show it. I'm like April from Parks and Rec.
You're not as much like her as you think you are.
Just let me...
Just okay? Let you have this moment.
Just
okay.
Please.
I'll let you have that moment. Well, I'm always thankful for my family and just everybody I have around me, because quite a few years ago I wasn't really surrounded by great people, and I surrounded myself with people who weren't really great to me, and that I was with just because, like, I thought that would get me more friends. And it took me a lot of growing to learn that, like, hey, maybe it's better to be yourself and have not really any friends than to, like, have a ton of friends who treat you like crap. So, you know, like, I'm just thankful for the people that I do have, even though I don't really have a lot, you know. Like, I'm really thankful for them, and for them sticking around with my annoying face, because I'm very annoying.
Nice.
I was just trying to think of a bodily part that is the most annoying, and it's usually my face.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I talk too much. I'm too loud. I can't control my volume.
You have a small mouth, but you talk really
loud. A lot
loud.
of volume comes out of it. I don't know how. Like, I'll turn to somebody and try and say something. My body's like, we're gonna up the volume on that. And I'm just like, I am so sorry.
Yeah, there's multiple times where I tell you, like, okay.
You're like, I'm right here, don't yell at me. It's like, I didn't mean to yell at you. It just came out like that. I was trying to whisper and my body
Small
didn't
people
know.
have the biggest voice.
It's like my body, I told it to whisper and it said, we're gonna scream. That happened like the other day where like I was just talking normally to you and then I turned my head while talking and I yelled and I was like, he's gonna get mad at me, and you got mad at me, and I was like, yeah, I ruined it. But you know, I'm thankful for you a lot for not getting tired of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful for you especially because like you helped me get out of a really bad rut, and I was about to spend a lot of money on schooling that I may not have even, you know, I kind of had a passion for. I had a passion for it, but like it wasn't something, I chose to do it. It wasn't my first choice. I chose to do it because it was what was going to get me money. I didn't think doing YouTube or doing podcasts or doing any of this kind of stuff was going to get me money to be able to survive. But because, you know, it does take a lot of work and all that, and maybe having a second job.
Yeah. A lot can I squeeze this in?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how much work YouTubers do.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work. We don't just play games and like just to stop it in editing and just be like, all right, well, this is good enough.
Just for instance, here at the studio, I am like, Brandon works on his like, he does on like the Pokemon and the Star Wars series. Those are just him. He films
and Chudden.
And well, that's not just you. That's me also. But with those two especially, and with a lot of the Chill Out Monday stuff, almost all the Chill Out Monday stuff he's done, it's been completely organized, filmed, and edited just by him. I'm usually not even here when he's working on it. I don't even
script it. Like,
we don't script anything, so...
Yeah, we just improv.
Sometimes episodes aren't very entertaining because of that, because we're having a down day. But, you know, here... And
thank God I took drama in high school.
Like, on everything else, like the podcasts, and you help me like come up with ideas for them, but I write up the outline for how we're gonna like organize it and talk about it. I've looked, you know, I organize all the to the powers, and like I'm organizing a lot of the live action stuff, if not all of it. I'm helping film. I edit. You're gonna edit this podcast because I have to clean the office, but other than that, I usually edit all the podcasts, and I always edit all the to the powers, basically all the live action stuff. I edit half the stuff on the channel. Right. You edit now a little bit more because you're doing some series just by yourself, but I co-host half the stuff on the channel. So like, and on top of that, like I mentioned before, I clean. I'm the one that cleans the office or the studio. You helped a ton when I was, because I've been sick for the past 3 days, like on my deathbed. But
not your deathbed, my deathbed.
Your bed, but I was dying on your bed. It was my deathbed. You gave it to me. You're like, have my bed for your dying breath.
Then my cat Henry was just like, hey mom.
I'm gonna break in the window. I'm gonna tear the screen out and come in here and kill you now. We have a cat. No, we're not gonna go off on that. We need to wrap this up, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, like we do a lot of work here, and it's a lot of work. It doesn't get a lot of payback right now, but sometimes you have to work a lot before you start seeing results. And I'm just so thankful for the channel because it helped me like coming back into like the YouTube stuff helped me see like, yeah, I'm more passionate about this than what I was about to spend a lot of money to go to school for. And I loved working here, and I'm very thankful for this place and this opportunity, even though I made myself sick working myself to death. Even before we started dating, like this channel helped you a lot. Yeah, I watched it because a lot of times I didn't feel up to even getting, like, a lot of times I still don't feel up to getting out of bed, but I would, instead of just laying there doing nothing, I'd watch YouTube, and so I'd watch this channel a lot. I got, in like a week, I got caught up on all the videos. All of them. I started at the beginning of the channel, and I watched every single one of them all the way through, and liked every single one of them from the beginning to, like, the most recent. That was in September-ish is when I started doing that. I mainly started watching in October. I watched like 1 or 2 in September, and then something happened and I couldn't watch anymore, but then I started again in October, and like in a week in October I had gotten caught up.
Yeah.
So I like had a lot of time to just like watch YouTube because I wasn't feeling well, and yeah, it helped me feel better, and like just not feel so lonely and all that, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for your companionship, being an amazing boyfriend.
On and off camera. Well, on and off the mic.
You're better off camera. Sometimes you're mean to me on camera. Sometimes you're like, go do this thing, and I'm just like, you're not telling me what to do. You're just screaming at me. It hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm thankful for my family and friends, and just for the life I have. And life in general.
Definitely a payoff.
And for you guys.
Yeah.
And the channel. I already said that.
That's what I was about to say. Like, especially a payoff when we go to different cons and we see the different lovelies and maybe freak out.
Yeah, I'm if you guys see us at cons, I think I've said this before, but if I kind of smile, that's me being very ecstatic that you're here. I'm extremely introverted, and so if you guys run up and are like getting really excited, if I don't like show too much enthusiasm, that's because I'm trying to not have like a meltdown, like because I'm getting overstimulated. Like I probably won't be the one to talk. If I do talk, it's because I'm pushing myself, and I might have a meltdown later because of it. So don't think I'm being rude or like trying to ignore you. Try to only approach Brandon. Yeah,
because just like at Cincy, I was trying to talk to somebody because like there was somebody at like the big t-shirt rack and jacket rack thing, and like he was like joking around with me like, oh, does the proton packs actually work? I'm like, it's a secret from everyone. And then I see off in the distance like some young person just like up and talking to you. I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. So turn back around, and all they asked for was a hug.
Yeah, they just wanted a hug. It was very sweet.
Yeah.
And adorable.
Yeah, and we loved your cosplay, by the way, if you're listening.
Yeah. I love giving hugs, but I hate talking to people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, approach me if you want to talk, but approach Gwen if you just want to hug.
Yeah.
Because Gwen has the most amazing hugs.
Oh, stop.
You do.
Yeah, I'm thankful for going to cons and cosplaying too. Yeah. That's fun. I have a lot of things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for, like...
Thankful for the guy that played Boba Fett for talking to us for, like...
Yeah. I'm thankful for, I'm blank. All the names have been deleted. Thanks, brain. Every time this week I've needed to say a name, it's been on the tip of my tongue. I'm about to, like, say it, and then my brain, like, grabs and drags that file straight to the recycling bin and empties it. It's like, thanks. It's not like I needed that right now. Is it
anybody famous or just...
Yeah, it's the guy that plays Data. I'm thankful for him. He gave me a hug and called me darling. And then he fist bumped me.
Yeah.
And it was the best day of my life.
Also, we're thankful for the people Terry Huddle aunt.
Yeah.
And his whole family.
Oh my goodness, his wife is so sweet.
Yeah. Because, like, they're the most... If you're ever at a con and they're the most sweetest people to talk to.
Yeah, they make really good fan art, too.
Yeah. We're not just saying that because
really good fan
we're friends with them. We actually mean, like, hey, if you want some really good art or anything, this is not a paid promotion. If you really want to a piece of art that you really want to just hang up on your wall, they're good people to go to.
Yeah.
And also just mention, if you're listening to this and you actually get to know them from us, you can just mention it to them like, hey, Brandon and Gwen, the people at Broken Hearted told me to go to you guys. So
Yeah.
especially his wife will know who we are.
Oh yeah, she loves us. She always needs to get a picture of us at cons.
Yeah, every single time.
Every single time. I was just like, are you sure she's gonna want a picture of this? And you were just like, oh yeah.
Yep.
And, oh yeah, she did.
Talks with us for like 20 minutes after that.
But yeah, so
Yeah. Did you have a question? You said that you had a question.
yeah, I was just gonna say, and down in the comments, say what you guys are thankful for.
So I woke up with a stiff neck and I just like whipped my head over at Gwen. I was just like, nope, that's instant regret.
Yeah. Great job, bud. But yeah, just go ahead and tell us what you guys are thankful for. Because I really like to hear what different people are thankful for. Some people are thankful for more material things, and some people are more thankful for relationships, and some people are more thankful for spiritual things. And, you know, I'm definitely thankful for, like, my religion, because I probably would have not been here a long time ago if it hadn't been for that.
Sorry, like I want to.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, but my neck is just like.
Yeah.
I want to make you hurt.
Yeah. I'm not trying to sound like super like overly religious, but like it's something I'm very thankful for. It's helped me get through some tough things in life and things like that.
Same for me.
Yeah, because like it's not just like it's something that just helps you feel less alone.
Yeah.
You know. It's a whole new aspect to your life and that kind of thing and all that junk.
Anyways, so.
Yeah, let us know what you guys are thankful for down in the comments.
Yeah, we would love to hear. And just like the person that I shouted out in the ad break, you might be getting shouted out in the next episode.
Yeah.
Either a To the Power or in the next Star Wars or whatever series we're playing or on here, you might get shouted out. So you always have to be listening or you always have to be watching. So, on that note, if you always enjoy this episode, high five on with your thumb.
Leave a comment down below.
Exactly what you're thankful for.
Yep.
Whatever Gwen just said.
I'm just going through the motions, buddy.
Yep.
I'm tired and I'm still sick, and I didn't take any Dayquil today, so I'm feeling a bit rough. I might go take some.
Don't forget to subscribe us. Don't forget to ring the bell.
Ding.
And stay notified for uploading. And yeah, hope you have a thankful day, whatever you're watching this. And next time on Broken Hearted Cast. Yes. I almost said the wrong thing.
I've not been leaving those in when you go yes, because it doesn't sound good.
I always do, because this is the end card.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you make it too long when you do that. You didn't say bye. We gotta start over. Just say next time on Broken Hearted Cast.
Next time Broken Hearted Cast. Bye.
Bye. Great job. Great job. Clap, clap, clap. You said it right.
Whatever.
You leaving that other part.